Hello, artists. Today I have a very special book for you. It's called Do Is Talk, written and illustrated by Carson Ellis. Do Is Talk is a very special book because you'll notice it's written completely in bug language. I don't know about you, but I don't totally understand bug language. So we're going to have to figure out what's going on in this book by looking at the pictures. And you might even notice as we're reading, some of the words in bug language sound a little similar to the words that we speak. So let's read Do Is Talk and figure out what on earth is going on. And then afterwards, we will have a very special picture to draw. Here is Do Is Talk. Du is talk. Mana zoot. Ta-ta. Our little caterpillars. Looks like he's going to be soon turning into a chrysalis. Du is talk. Ma it about unk plonk. Du kemma plonk. Mana zoot. I think they're trying to figure out what this little thing coming up from the ground is. Do you know? Rubada unk ribble. Sue. Bor inken icky. 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 They're knocking on the wood. Who do you think lives there? Icky. Rubada unk ribble. Looks like Icky's the person who lives in here. Unk ribble. I think unk ribble might mean ladder. Roo dodden dooden unk furt. Sue, Sue. Now it's nighttime and someone's playing some music. They're bringing all sorts of stuff over to what we have here. I see a mushroom and a flag and some twigs and an acorn. What are they making? Let's see. Root furt. I think furt sounds a little bit like fort. I think they built a fort in this plant. Vubeck! Woody Vubeck! Root furt! Uh-oh. Take a look at the top of our fort. A little spider is building a web. Uh-oh. What are those poor bugs gonna do? Looks like the bugs didn't have to do anything. A bird flew by. And the spider is all gone. So, Do Is Talk. Ooh. Oh, Ookie. What's at the top of our plant? That looks pretty. Unk Gladenboot. It's Unk Gladenboot. Unk Gladenboot. Unk Scribidilly Gladenboot. Ah, Unk Gladenboot. So, is Talk Unk Gladenboot? Unk Gladenboot. Sounds like they are very excited about the Gladenboot, or the flower. Ta-ta, Udas. Ta-ta, Icky. Ta-ta, Ookie. Looks like Icky and Ookie are going away somewhere. Ta-ta, furt. Uh-oh. Looks like the flower is dying, and they're saying goodbye to their fort. And our friend is playing some music at night again. Ooh, and another pretty moth dancing. And now it's winter time and there's snow on the ground. But check it out. What's popping up? Do as tuck. The end. So, my friends, even though that whole book was written in bug language, by looking at the pictures, we saw what was going on. So, my friends, now that we've read this story and seen all the bugs building a beautiful fort, let's make our own flower fort together. We're going to bring out our markers or whatever other art supplies you have with you at home. And to start our fort, we're just going to build the ground. So we're just making a line going across our whiteboards or our papers, like this. Just a line going across. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And then we're going to make the stem of the flower. That's the part of the flower that goes up and down, the nice long part. And that's actually part of how the nutrients, all the food and water, goes up to the flower. So we're going to make two lines very close to each other, like this. 1, 2. As close to each other as you can make it. It's okay if it's a little bit farther away. It's okay if it's a little bit closer together than what I drew. Once we've done that, we're going to make the top part of our flower. We're going to start with half of a circle. Watch this. A curved line here, and then a straight line. It's not looking so much like a flower yet, but watch as we add our petals. For the petals, we're going to do almost like a bumpy line. We're going to add a whole bunch of bumps, and those are going to be our petals, like this. Bump, 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 bump. If you want to add a couple more petals, you can go ahead and add those in. Now that we've done the stem and the flower petals, let's give our flowers some leaves so that we can build the fort on those leaves. The leaves are going to be two more curvy lines, like this. 1, 2, and I'll add a couple more leaves to this. Let's add another one down here. Go curved line and curved line, and maybe just one more. Curved line going down, curved line going up. There we go. Now that we've made all of our flower, it's time for us to make our flower fort. I'm going to make the flower fort to look like little houses on top of the leaves. But if you want to build anything else for your flower fort, like ladders or anything else that you think a bug would like to play on, you can go ahead and add those in. I'm going to give the leaves a couple of houses. We're going to start with a square on this leaf. That's just going to be one line up, across, and down. On top of that square, we're going to add a triangle for the roof. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then, of course, we can't have a house without a door to get in. So that's just going to be a bumpy line. Oh, there we go. We have our little house. And maybe the next thing I'll add is going to be another little house. I think this leaf looks like it could use a tiny little house on it. So we're going to do the same thing that we drew here. Or if you want to make it a little bit different this time, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to build the bottom part of the house, one line up, across, and down. And then let's draw a triangle right on top of there. This doorway, I'm going to make it more of a square shape than a round shape. So up, across, and down. I'd say my flower fort looks just about complete, but I might just add a little ladder to get up into our flower fort. Let's see. I'll have the ladder going up to this leaf. So one line going down, another line going down, and then I'm going to draw some lines going across. Across, 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 all the way down to the bottom of our ladder. If you have any other special ideas for what you want to add into your flower fort, go ahead and draw those in. I can't wait to see the magnificent fort that you build for the little bugs to play in. I hope you all had so much fun designing the fort and reading a story written entirely in bug language. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for joining me for this art lesson. Goodbye.